All right, everyone, welcome back to Nails.X.Stephanie. I hope you are doing well. I'm not sure what I ended up doing with the video I just filmed. I did a DGel backfill. I know I posted it. Definitely, I don't know if I redid the audio because I feel like I was a little all over the place and I didn't really explain what I was doing. I think I also introduced this video first and then went into this one. So now I'm going to introduce this one, which is from a reference photo, an inspo photo. So she did this beautiful ombre with seemed like there was a light shimmery sparkle over top. So I went and replicated that flower on the left ring finger and a butterfly on the right ring finger. So that's what we're going to do in this video. I've already started off with the DGel backfill, and now we're going to go into the meat and potatoes, the bones of this this manicure and this video. So starting off with Vintage Carnation by Ombre, I'm just going to do one even coat over all of my nails before moving into the ombre. So it's, it's same thing that you always do with doing a gel manicure. You just want to make sure you push the gel down towards the proximal nail fold and then pull away towards the free edge, making sure that you pull your skin back along the side walls. You can always do 2 coats if you want to pump up that opacity. I was quite happy with just the one. I'm just going to try to even it out a little bit because it is looking a bit streaky. I also want to get that black dot off of it. I don't know what that is or where it came from. And then the Ombre line of gel colors only need to cure for 30 seconds. So I'm going to go ahead and pop that in the lamp before moving on to the rest of my hand.
There's something in the air and a sparkly shimmer on our skin, restoring everything within. Dreamy, breezy, we go. Easy, easy on our tiptoes. Undercover agents of the other. Beyond gravel, beyond all. Hand in hand, building castles out of sand, reaching for the grand. As willows align, we lose track of time. Head up high, now we climb. Dreamy, breezy.
All right, moving right along. In order to do the method that I'm going to show you, you need a matte top coat. So go ahead and break out your favorites. If you don't have matte, you can possibly try just wiping the tacky layer off of a base coat or off of the color. I haven't tried it that way, so I can't recommend it as an absolute that it will work. So if you really want this method to work, you're going to want to get a matte top coat. I do recommend Madam Glam. I find it superior to the ones that I have used, which admittedly aren't many. I tend to stick with what I know, but it does work very well. You just want to make sure you have a nice, even coat. And then go ahead and flash cure it before moving on to your other nails as usual.
Easy on our tiptoes, undercover
All right, we are mattified. Now we're going to go in with white pigment powder. This one is from Magpie Beauty. I'm not going to tip it sideways because it is open, but it is called Baby. And I just took some and put it into the cap for easy access. You will need a fluffy brush. I have a double-ended one. I got a package of, I think, 25 of them for pennies on Amazon, probably more than a year ago at this point. And you're going to want to use the stiffer end to scrub the powder into the nail, and then the fluffy end to dust off the excess and smooth it out. I have a piece of paper down just to catch any of the fall off. I'm not going to take enough. I'm just dabbing it into the bristles, and then I'm going to scrub it into the tip and go down a little bit at a time. Now, as I get further down, I'm going to scrub more softly and just kind of blend out that line. I did go further down on my thumb on my left hand than I had wanted to. So I'm going to try not to go as far down on my right. I'm not really scrubbing at this point. I'm just moving it around on the surface and trying to blend it out. And then I'm going to flip it and just soften it a little bit. If you think you want it a little bit more white, you can go in with a little bit more, but it will reach its full opacity, or as much as the top coat can take in terms of how much pigment it will hold. You can always go over it with a second coat of, I'm just taking some off of the bristles, a second coat of matte top coat, and do another layer if you want to, but I found it wasn't really necessary. All right. At this point, you don't need to cure. Just move on to the next hand, next finger.
Out of sand, reaching for the grand. As willows align, we lose track of time. Head up high, now we climb. Dreamy, breezy, we go. Easy, easy on our tiptoes. Undercover agents of the other. Beyond gravel, beyond dawn. A bigger scale, the world inhales as we go.
Ah, damn it. If you go too far, just wipe it with some acetone.
Breezy, we go. Easy, easy on our tiptoes. Undercover agents of the other.
You just want to try not to create these harsh lines that you get from the blending of the color with the acetone.
Easy, we go. Easy, easy on our tiptoes.
And if all else fails, start over.
Beyond gravel, beyond all.
All right, next step, to put this away before we knock it over. All right, next step, base coat. This is going to make sure that it is secure in case you want to do other design work on top. You can do so without worrying that you're going to disrupt the ombre. So if you have to wipe the nail, everything is going to come off. All right, for this next part, you will definitely want a glove because we're going to be using a solid nail glue. I got white powder all over the lid. But you'll also want some alcohol or acetone at the ready. Maybe alcohol is better than acetone so that you're not melting the gel. So let's switch to that. And you'll want a metal implement to scoop. You'll want a metal implement to scoop the gel out. I do not happen to have one at the moment, so I'm going to try to use my fingers. I'm just going to pinch a little bit out. And roll it into a ball as best as possible, without flinging it all over the place, especially not into the lamp. All right, so this is going to be the center of the butterfly coming down into a point. So I'm going to put that on the nail. I'm going to grab a silicone tool with a point, wet it with a little bit of alcohol, and then push it into the shape that I want, which is a triangle. I'm going to move it up the nail, hopefully narrowing it as I go.
And now there's something in the air and a sparkly shimmer on our skin, restoring everything within.
Trying to see the reference image. It's kind of curved a little bit. Make it look a little bit more natural.
Beyond gravel, beyond all. Hand in hand, building castles out of sand, reaching for the grand.
Okay, before we cure it, I'm going to put some beads into the center. So I'm grabbing my picker-upper. I don't know the technical term for it. I'm going to grab some rose gold caviar beads and just press them into the center. That way they'll cure into it when we pop it in the lamp.
Beyond gravel, beyond all. A bigger scale, the world in hand.
Okay, so I had a bit of a malfunction the other day. The beginning of this video obviously turned out fine, but then I somehow got confused with my recording, and I was recording when I thought I was paused, and I was paused when I thought I was recording, which means that the rest of the video beyond the ombre aspect, the only footage I got was my hand sitting in the lamp because I thought it was paused and it was recording. So, seeing as how I already did the design work on my nails and you didn't get to see it, I'm going to redo it on this popsicle stick so that you can actually see what I did. I did want to do it on a nail stand, but it seems like I don't have any with me at the moment. So I'm just going to recreate the ombre off camera, and then we're going to get into the design aspect, which is what you are missing. In the interim, I did get a different camera mount for my light, which is brilliant. I love it. The lamp is in the right position. The camera's in the right position. There's nothing blocking the light flow. So if you notice the difference in the quality of the picture throughout the rest of the video, that is why. Okay, while that is curing in the lamp, we're just going to go over the product that I used, which is, let's get it into the camera view actually. It's the solid nail glue from Makartt. Now, while I was using it on myself, I was having some problems with it, but that was user error. It wasn't a fault of the product. Whenever I'm using solid nail glue, I need a liquid to wet my fingers. And I thought I was using alcohol, but it turns out I was using acetone, which of course is going to melt it. But you do want something that is going to make it a little bit more easy to work with. Whether you're using a metal implement to shape it, your fingers, or a silicone tool, which is what I am going to be using. This one is pointy at one end, and it's I guess tapered on the other one so that you can create different shapes. I do need to get, I don't think I have anything here, a metal implement to pull it out of the tub with. So I'm just going to, I've got my little alcohol, it actually is alcohol this time and not acetone. I'm just going to get some onto my fingers. We're going to be creating a butterfly, and I'm going to pull out a piece to mold. Now you want to make sure you're using gloves, please. I see a lot of content creators online bare-handing gel. Please don't do that. You're going to wind up with a gel allergy, contact dermatitis, or worse. Best case scenario, you won't be able to use any gel products. Worst case scenario, you'll have problems in the future with surgical procedures, implants, dental procedures, because the same methacrylates that are in gel products are in surgical equipment. And if you end up with a gel allergy, you're going to want to tell your, I don't want to circle, sorry. You're going to want to tell your doctors so that they can do their procedures properly. But anyway, I digress. Let's get into this. I'm going to roll a long piece for the center of the butterfly. Now the one that I did on my nails is a little thicker and more bulky than I would have wanted. So I'm going to try to be a little bit more judicious with the amount I'm using on the popsicle. So we're going to take this and we're going to place it on the nail at an angle. Press it down. Now I do have a tacky coat on the nail to help it grip. You just want to kind of not press it all the way down to flatten it out, but you want to make sure that it's actually stuck on there. And I'm going to take a little bit more off. Okay, so you can certainly cure it at this point if you want to. but I'm going to keep going with the wings. I'm going to take another little bit out. Where did it go? On my thumb. And I'm going to roll a ball this time. All right. I'm going to put it right at the top. Now we're going to use the pointed part and we're going to push it outward. This may actually be smaller than I wanted. I'm going to bring the wing up to the top. Kind of roll it outward. Bring this one down at an angle. Then we can create little creases with the point, pulling it outward. All right, so now we've got one wing. We're going to create the bottom part of the wing.
Dreamy, breezy, we go. Easy, easy on our tiptoes. Undercover, agents of the other. Beyond gravel, beyond a bigger scale, the world in hand.
Easy peasy. So we've got one side done. We're going to go to the other side now, and you really don't have to worry about carrying it in between. It's not going to move on you, which is the beauty of working with this. You get to play around a lot with it.
Easy, easy on our tiptoes. Undercover, agents of the other. Beyond gravel, beyond dreamy, breezy, we go. Easy, easy on our tiptoes. Undercover, agents of the other. Beyond gravel, beyond
All right, so we've got our butterfly. I'm going to go ahead and pop it in the lamp to cure. And then we will move on to the painting. I'm going to do it slightly differently than what I did on my hands because I wanted a little bit more translucent. The colors are a bit too loud for me. I wanted more of a glass butterfly effect. So we're going to go ahead and do that once it is cured. So we've got our butterfly. I've got some syrup colors from Tiny. I've also got my gel, ultra pink gel paint from Madame Glam, and then some white for accents. I'm also going to need black. Black. So let's get some on our palette. So, what brush do I want to use? Let's use our little baby blender. My towel. Let's grab some acetone to clean the brush. Make sure I'm actually recording, which it seems like I am. Heading in the right direction. So just gonna take some of the white and paint out the tips of the wings. Now you won't really be able to see it too well in camera because it's going over a pretty light background. I also want to take some pink and go on the inside and kind of blend it out. This is where you want to get a little painterly, play around with watercolor techniques and blending. Just some light strokes from the brighter pink. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and cure that. I'm gonna go in with a little bit more color just to make it pop a little bit more.
Startled our eyes, we let go of disguise. And now there's something in the air and a sparkly shimmer on our skin, restoring everything within.
And now we're gonna put in some finishing touches. So I've got some black and some white. I'm going to grab a dotting tool somewhere. I want my little one. So we're gonna put some dots on the wings in white.
Building castles out of sand, reaching for the grand. As willows align, we lose track of time. Head up high, now we climb.
And then we're going to go in with the black and we're going to do our antennae. So 2 dots up there, and then using a liner brush, we're just going to drag it down lightly.
Beyond gravel, beyond dawn. A bigger scale, the world inhales as we go.
And then I just want to put 2 accent dots on top of the antennae. That's not what I wanted. Let's maybe do some dots down the center vertebrae. So the last little bit of decoration I want to do is this sparkly matte top coat from Madame Glam. I don't want the matte aspect of it, but I want the shimmer. So I'm just going to go over the entire thing, and then we're going to do a top coat on it afterwards so that it's shiny. All right, so that's going to finish up this video. Here is our butterfly. And then this is how they came out on my nails. So you can see the butterfly is quite a bit larger. And the quality, the tone of it is quite different. It's a bit more opaque, less watercolor, more acrylic or oil. I also had put some caviar beads in the center, which I did not put on this one. But if you wanted to do it before you cure, you would sink the caviar beads into the gel. That way they're nice and secure for when it's on the nail and they won't pop off. But that's going to do it for this video. Thank you for your patience in my filming, the difference in the light, probably the sound. I'll have to go through the editing and see how much the air conditioning plays a part in it, but I think it's fine. I don't think it's too loud or crazy, but let me know what you think of this video. Hit that like and subscribe button, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you always know when new videos are available. And I'll see you in the next one.